part of staying down is simply a beautiful process that I feel as if every single young man should go through. You find out so much about yourself when you stand down, not outside, just really staying grounded, staying where your feet are. If you're not familiar with the term of staying down, staying down is simply just stacking and saving your money, not spending your money on necessarily things that you don't need. Really budgeting. I ain't gonna say not spending your money, but it's really about budgeting. Staying consistent and showing up every single day, no matter how you feeling. You just showing up, working on your craft, doing what you need to do. And the third thing is working on your craft and putting all 100% of yourself into your craft. And the fourth thing is knowing the outcome. Staying down is all about knowing the outcome, knowing what you're doing stuff for, knowing how you're going to finish out. That's all I feel as if staying down is about. I'm in the process of staying down. I ain't where I want to be in a lot of ways, but I simply know that's going to come, and I know it's waiting on me. Staying down is also about seeing, well, I already said it, but mainly about seeing the end goal. If you have no direction with staying down or see yourself and envision yourself and the things that you want to do in the positions that you want to be, what's the overall point of staying down? And I ain't even gonna say seeing yourself and envisioning yourself is motivation, because motivation I don't really just believe in motivation. I feel if it's more of a form of self-love, envisioning yourself where you want to be and knowing that version of you exists and is waiting on you. So with staying down, you got to really be consistent and be locked in on what you're doing, whether it's working your job, working your craft, day trading, any way to get money, any way to be where you want to be. It ain't got to be about money, just bettering yourself. Staying down can be simply about bettering yourself. And it's not you can't switch up on yourself. You can't try to have a plan B, plan C. Nah, if plan A not working, you gonna keep going with plan A. That's a big part of staying down. Like, you can't switch up on yourself. Don't turn your back on yourself. Don't regret what you're doing, you know? So when you're in the process of staying down, keep doing what you're doing. Be consistent, showing up every single day. That's what the universe reward. All that energy, all that ambition that we have inside of ourselves is beautiful. It's truly beautiful. So when you stand down, don't go to no plan B. Stick with plan A and envision that version of yourself that already exists. And another thing I want to talk about with staying down is distractions. That's really the hardest thing when it comes to staying down. That's the hardest thing about staying down, is being distracted. Being distracted by parties, being distracted by clothes, like spending your money, being distracted with less. Oh my God, less. In the future, I want to do a whole video on less, but less is a huge distraction with staying down. But on the third dimensional, less is more spiritual, but on the third dimensional, it's really just things that's tempting you to spend your money. And with staying down, you must not do that, because I keep going back to money. Money is just the example I'm using, but with like self-improvement, doing something that you know, like with self-improvement, let's say we trying to read a book. We trying to read 30 minutes to an hour of a book every single day. And on the spiritual side, you have them negative thoughts that come in saying you don't need to read this today. You can take a little chill pill today. You can relax today. And on the physical side with reading, I don't really know about physical, but with self-improvement overall, that's a lot of spiritual, but I'm really just talking about money. But you just can't be tempted, and you gotta stay grounded, stay where your feet are. And in the process of staying down, I look at it as we have nothing to lose in everything in the game. When we budgeting our money, saving our money, pouring all our ambition to ourselves, being selfish to our self-beliefs, and laughing off all that self-doubt, what is there truly to lose on the mental aspect, on the spiritual aspect? Of course, you're going to lose time. You're going to lose hours of sleep some nights. You're going to be exhausted sometimes. You're going to obviously here and there have doubt. But that's nothing compared to everything that you can gain in this process. And it's all about the effort that you put in, the attitude that you have towards staying down. and the belief that you have within the goals you reach. It's all about that self-reflection, that self-mirror. You gain every time you gotta put something in to gain something back. You gotta make them sacrifices you gotta sacrifice something to get in return what you want. And that's really simple, and that's a big part of staying. Staying down has nothing to do with what outsiders say or going by anything that an outsider has anything to say about you in your process of staying down. It's not gonna make sense to everybody. Sometimes not even gonna make sense to you. But at the end of the day, when you lay in your bed, you lay in the bed you make, and you know at the end of the day you know the end goal. So in the process of staying down, you can't let nobody knock you off your pivot. You can't let nobody try to bring you down with them. It's a crab bucket thing. When other crabs, we're gonna use people as example. People as crabs. When crabs see in a bowl, look this up. When crabs see a crab crawling out of a bowl, other crabs tend to pull that crab down. And that crab that's getting pulled down is you. And you cannot let other crabs pull you down into that bucket with them. Because in the bucket, it's just people living that same cycle, not changing nothing up, wishing they could do some, wishing, just a bunch of wishing instead of putting in what they need to be putting in to get what they want. And I'm sorry for that. I just woke up. Like, this is fresh out the dome. I ain't really writing that down. But back to the subject of just don't let no outsider stop you from doing what you want to do and knowing your outcome and how you carry yourself in this journey of staying down. And I say all that to say thank you. Thank you for watching my video to the end. Today a real short video. I just had that on my mind. And yesterday I didn't upload, but I uploaded 2 TikToks and two YouTube shorts. So I just gotta, my law is at least pushing out content every single day. If I don't upload, I'm gonna upload 2 times on another platform, or I'm gonna just make short form content on this account. And it's all about them daily deposits at the end of the day. So while you're in the process of staying down, don't forget the end goal. Don't forget yourself, don't lose yourself, and don't listen to what nobody say. You're doing everything for you. So I say all that to say, love all, love yourself, and stay down.